Good evening, Bulldog fans. Welcome to Conley Gym here at Flora High School. It is the first Black Diamond Conference matchup for the Carmi-White County Bulldogs tonight as they are set to face off against the Flora Wolves. Cole Carter alongside Travis Black. Scott Mary is back at the WRUL studio. Whitney Carter and Haley Winkleman are with us for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. The pregame show is driven by Rice Motors in Carmi. Take ricemotors.com for a test drive now and give Rice a try before you buy. You'll be glad you did. Carmi comes into this game with a 5-1 record. Flora is 2-4 so far in the season. They took their first conference loss back on Tuesday, losing to Fairfield by 9. You know, Travis, last time we saw this team, it was an 11-point win over NCOE on Tuesday, but yet they're still felt like there was something missing in that 11-point win. Kevin Wolf wasn't too pleased after the game, and you kind of understand why. It just seems like things, despite winning, you know, you've won 5 of your 6 games, just still feel like they're not quite there yet.
Yeah, there's a lot of expectations on this team. After the year they had last year, they did lose some key pieces, and Tyler Gomad and Bryce Garner. We've talked about, you know, what those guys meant to last year's team, but you can just see the talent here, and you know this team could be really special, and they proved that at the end of the DuQuoin tournament. The last 2 games, I mean, the Heron game, they competed one of the better teams, and they're a 3A team, and they're going to be dangerous in the 3A playoffs. So, and then the Saturday game against a pretty good Chester team, and you just saw how they competed, and then they come out, you know, against a very young North City team. They're talented, but they're young, so you kind of expected – you want not a 30-point blowout, but it should have been a lot easier than what Carmi made it. They just seemed like they were kind of disinterested on defense. Offense, they didn't really run through many sets. They kind of just said first person with the ball down the court shoots first. I mean, they were just getting shots up, and they weren't really taking too many smart shots. And there were some open shots that they took, but you can just – after the performance they had at the end of the DuQuoin tournament, you expected that team to, you know, that was the moment they got things together and get things moving forward. And North City kind of just felt like a step backwards for this team.
Well, and it feels like at the beginning of the year, the question was who's going to do the scoring for Carmi? Obviously, Mitchell Edwards, we know what he did last year, what he's capable of doing, but the big question was who's going to be 2, who's going to be 3? Well, it really seems like that's kind of shifted. Edwards has had a couple of struggling games, but man, Gavin Holloman and Landon Driscoll in terms of scoring has really stepped it up. Gavin had 18 points against NCOE. Landon had 15 points against the Cardinals, and that's kind of what you got to see. Those 3 guys, your returning starters, it's what you expect from them, and they got to keep it going throughout the whole season.
Yeah, for this team to go, they got to have, you know, at least 2 of those 3 guys putting the ball in the basket every night. One can have an off night, but the other 2 have to, you know, pick up for that slack. And this team's really at its best when all 3 are scoring. What was it, the game against DuQuoin, that they all 3 were in double figures, even though with Landon a little bit of foul trouble. They gotta be able to play basketball together, share the ball, and work for the best shot. And it doesn't really matter whose night it is. If it's Landon's night, it's Landon's night. If it's Mitchell's night, it's Mitchell's night. It kind of has to be a collective as a group, and then you'll get, you know, a couple points from Trey Dix, a couple points from Cade Stock, a couple from Merritt, a couple from Mason Haywood. Those guys are going to fill in, you know, the gaps that the other 3, you know, don't provide. But you have to have at least 2 of those 3 going for Carmi to be successful.
Well, you mentioned Cade Stockton, Trey Dixon. You know, coming into the year, we thought, you know, are we going to see a different Trey Dixon? Are we going to see a kid that wants to be a little more aggressive and trying to score? And really, Travis, he hasn't had to score. He's been doing a lot of things that don't show up on the box score. That's been a big part into this team winning 5 games. The hustle plays, the rebounds, the offensive rebounds, drawing fouls, and same goes for Cade Stockton. And when you have those nights where the team just seems a little bit low on energy and you get those 2 guys to make up for that lack of energy, it really helps.
Yeah, you have to have those type of guys on team. You have to have guys who will be willing to do the dirty work. They're not going to score 20 a game, but they might get you 6 points here, 8 rebounds here, hustle plays, passing the basketball, getting it moving, taking care of the ball, which is what those guys provide. They provide that energy, and they're always going to compete on the defensive end, which is really where those guys really shine.
Looking ahead at what Carmi has the next couple of weeks before the El Dorado Holiday Tournament. The EHT meeting is next Wednesday, so we'll know where Carmi stands. Obviously, you know, they haven't played great competition yet. The game against Heron, a 5-point loss, that's going to help them. If they can win convincingly tonight, that will help going into next Wednesday. But 2 really big games next weekend at McDougal-Evers. They're going to host Hamilton County on Friday and then host Benton on Saturday. Hamilton County, they're off to a 6-1 start, had a tough loss the other night. Benton is as good as they've been in a while. That's going to be a tough game. But Travis, this is a big one tonight as far as EHT seedings, but 2 big ones next weekend as far as to really see what this team can be.
Yeah, where they stack up in the pecking order of basketball teams in Southern Illinois for this year, but they can't really look past this Flora Wolves team. They got to focus on tonight, but looking into next weekend, we get the ability to do that. They don't.
Yeah.
But those are going to be 2 tightly contested ball games. Hamilton County has a very good record to start the year. They've been blowing pretty much everybody out by 20, and we saw what this Benton team did last year to this Carmi team, and I know it's a different team, different year, and they still have a lot returning from that team, so it's going to be interesting to see how those 2 games stack up for next week.
We'll talk about the Flora Wolves. They're 2-4. Mentioned they lost to Fairfield back on Tuesday by 9, and kind of look at the names on the roster. Travis, I know you watched some film on them. Lost their leading scorer from a year ago, Malachi Tolliver, but a couple of guys that play very physical. This is a tall team, a couple of 6'2 plus guys. They got some guys that can shoot, they're athletic, they can slash, and they can give Carmi some fits defensively.
Yeah, what I saw in that film is they'll go to a 3-2 zone and they'll mix man in, and they'll just keep switching back and forth to find out what works. So Carmi's going to have to be ready for any type of defense that they'll start the game out in. Again,
this is Carmi's first conference game of the season, and Flora was they finished in second place last year in the BDC East. It's really going to be them and Carmi this year. I think Hamilton County obviously has made their case for being at the top of the conference. El Dorado is scrappy as always, and Fairfield is scrappy as always. And don't sleep on Edwards County either. Yeah. They have a lot coming back. I think the conference is as even this year as it's been in a couple of years. Last year it was kind of Carmi and everybody else. This year I think it's going to be a lot more parity.
Yeah, a lot of young teams from last year who got better with experience from last year and into this year. It's going to be a dogfight the whole way.
This has been the Rice Motors pregame show. The flag is being lowered at midcourt. That means it is time for the national anthem. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break and come back with the opening tip between Flora and Carmi White County right here on 97.3 WRUL.
Your partner in auto repair. That's Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi. You get service, expertise, and a promise you'll drive away satisfied. Complete engine and body repair, 24-hour-a-day wrecker and towing service, tires from sales and service, and repair including muffler service, brakes, shocks, suspension, and more. When quality counts, count on Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi. Your partner in auto repair. Call 382-7165 today. Citizens National Bank of Albion has always been in the business of making dreams come true.
Are you like many in the community that have dreamed of owning your own business?
Bring your ideas in and speak to one of our commercial loan professionals in Albion, Alney, Crossville, and Bridgeport.
Our competitive rates and solid decision making will make it the best decision you've ever made.
Let us help you get started, and we'll watch your business grow.
Citizens National Bank of Albion, no better banking.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Nancy J. Winter, CPA. Life is always about change, and most businesses have to evolve to succeed. You want to be the best at what you do and do the things you like the most. We want to help you achieve that goal. We can help you design your records to evaluate what's the most profitable aspects. We can also help you evaluate what services are complementary and best offered together to your market niche customers. You know your business, but having the records to back up your business decisions can help with a business loan or just with peace of mind. Contact Nancy J. Winter, CPA, Carmi, 382-2364.
Great teamwork is no accident.
David and the gang at Hale Body Shop salute the area athletes.
Just as in sports, the team at Hale Body Shop work together to make sure you get your car back as quickly as possible.
When it comes to collision repair, more and more people choose the team way out there on Possum Road.
Hale Body Shop in Carmi.
David and the gang are proud supporters of area athletes.
All right, getting set for the starting lineups between Flora and Carmi White County here in the first Friday of Black Diamond Conference basketball here in 2023 as they are recognizing Flora's head coach Phil Lieb. Travis, did you catch what they said about him?
No, I couldn't really hear over some of the noise.
He's been doing it for a long time. I imagine he just passed some sort of wind plateau. He's rocking the orange sport coat tonight, looking good as Coach Lieb. Travis, when you face these schools that have these longtime coaches, you know what you're going to get every night.
Yeah, they have an identity as a school and as a program.
Yeah, so he just won, I believe it's their first home game since his 360th win, so he is now the all-time winningest coach in Flora history. So congrats to Coach Phil Lieb.
Former Red Wolves basketball coach and Illinois Coaches Hall of Famer, Tom Welch.
Tom Welch, former Flora coach, there to present him with a plaque. Awesome to see right there. A good crowd on hand. Carmine's still waiting for their first home game of the year. That will be next Friday. It's always weird how the schedule plays out. Feels like one year you got a lot of road games to start out. The next you have a lot of home games to start out. Very lopsided schedule that Carmine's played for a long time. And of course, when you get to January, you have a million home games with the CIT and how some things fall there. See Coach Lieb and his family at midcourt. Yeah, it kind of makes you think about some of the teams that Carmine has played with some of these old-fashioned, long-time head coaches. And like I said, Travis, you know what you're going to get. These kids are going to play hard every night. And you know, this is a game that Flora's probably, you know, Carmine beat them twice last year. So this is a game that Flora probably has been thinking about for a while. And Carmine's going to come ready to play.
Yeah, they probably had this circle on the schedule ever since the final defeat here last year that Carmine gave them. And then that was a tightly contested ball game, like I'm going to guess tonight is. And when you have these longtime head coaches that have been there for 20, 25, 30 years, you know what you're going to get because they've set a program up and they have an expectation, and it doesn't just start at the varsity level. It goes all the way down in your fifth grade programs.
Well, the one thing we haven't really mentioned is that it seems like when you get into the conference slate of things, you no longer see these 60-point, 65, 70-point games. It's going to be those 42 to 40, 38, 34 games. Exactly what happened last year when Carmine came here. I believe that was a 44-40, something like that final score. Teams are very conservative. They hold the ball like Carmine likes to do. Wouldn't be shocked if it's a low-scoring game tonight.
Yeah, this might be the first team to 40 wins, first team to 30 wins. Who knows? And it's just you have so much scouting, you have so much time to prepare for in-conference games, and that really does make a difference. In these early tournaments, you don't really have much time to prepare. You know you're going to play them, but how are you going to get film?
I just mentioned low-scoring games. I got a score update from Fairfield. It is Fairfield leading El Dorado 5-0 after one quarter of play. So you know conference season is underway when you got scores like that. All right, let's meet the starting lineup for the Bulldogs. Kevin Wolf going with the same lineup he's had since about midway through last week. That's going to be Gavin Holloman. He is a 6'2 junior, averaging 14.8 points per game this season. Mitchell Edwards, he's also averaging 14.8 points per game this season, a 6'6 junior. Landon Driscoll, he is a 6'3 junior, as well as Cade Stockton. Landon's a senior, 6'3 senior. Cade Stockton, a 6' junior, and Trey Dixon, a 6' senior. So Holloman, Edwards, Driscoll, Stockton, and Dixon for Kevin Wolf. And the Carmi White County Bulldogs looking to start this season off 1-0 in the Black Diamond Conference. They really, of course, get into the bulk of their conference schedule after the new year. But a good chance to start that off on a high note here in a tough place to play. Now, Travis, we never played here in our playing days, besides freshman year, just because Florida didn't join the conference till 2 years ago. But, you know, I think of it as going to Chester in football. It's a long drive, and it's very tough to get yourself ready to play.
Yeah, a little bit of jet lag kind of sets in. This is the furthest drive Carmine has to make all year for conference games. And it's always tough because you're driving out, it seems like in the middle of nowhere, you're in cornfields, next thing you know, you're in a gym and you got to be ready to go. And it's going to take that type of effort from Carmine tonight where they're going to have to be ready to go from the word jump because Flora's going to be out competing.
All right, let's meet the starting lineup for the Flora Wolves. They are going to go with number 14, that's Quinn Eubinger. He is a 6'3 senior. Also number 20, Lawson Spicer, a 5'10 senior. Number 22, Neil Young, a 6'4 senior. Tyler Conrad, a 5'8 senior. And Trevor Johnson, a 6'1 senior. So not many nights you face 5 seniors in the starting lineup. Travis, like you said, young teams last year that are making their way into experienced groups. Exhibit A, the Flora Wolves.
Yeah, and they were a tough out last year, and they were mostly underclassmen or some juniors and a couple seniors. But this year it's going to be even more of a dogfight than it was last year.
This has been the Rice Motors pregame show. Take ricemotors.com for a test drive now and give Rice a try before you buy. You'll be glad you did. Again, big thanks to Scott Maring back at the WRUL studio. Haley Winkleman and Whitney Carter are with us for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. Travis and I will be back in the studio tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for the Saturday morning sports show that can be heard on 97.3 WRUL as well as 93.3 WROI AM 1460. We'll recap tonight's game and other games going on in the area and look ahead to next week for all of the CWC sports teams. Edwards jumping at midcourt with Neil Young. Second tip, third tip. Edwards finally able to corral it, and Carmi has the basketball to start this ball game. They're in their road maroon uniforms going right to left. Lane and Driscoll across the timeline. Carmi calls out the offense. Gets in the hands of Gavin Holloman. Over on the right side to Stockton. Top of the circle. Back to Driscoll. Bobbled it at first. Got it. Now it's back near side to Holloman. Jab step. Gavin Dries picks it up. Left side Driscoll. Guarded there by Conrad. Now he's going to walk it out back towards the midcourt logo. Dribbles left. Now it's Holloman dribbling right. Gavin trying to get past his defender. Carmi hanging around the perimeter here on their first possession. Dribble weave here. It's Driscoll left corner. Now pulls it back out. Flora doing a good job defensively early on. Edwards lost the dribble, but Driscoll able to get it back. 45 seconds gone here in the first quarter. Scoreless. Driscoll hands it off to Holloman. We mentioned it, being conservative, very patient offensively. Backdoor cut by Holloman. Pass intended for him from Driscoll is knocked away. And Carmi turns it over on their first possession.
And Carmi ran 3 different offensive sets there, and Flora had it scouted perfectly.
Johnson hands it off now to Conrad. Left side, Johnson catch and shoot 3, too hard, and Driscoll able to grab the rebound. Carmi on the run the other way. Scoreless game, 6:40 to go here in the first quarter. Mitchell Edwards on the volleyball line on the right side, drives inside, now at the elbow, pulls it back out. Carmi will reset. I'm starting to think Travis's bet, first 1 to 40 wins, is probably going to be relevant and accurate. Pick and roll with Edwards, not there. Now it's Stockton left side in the hands of Driscoll. Wide open 3, he fires, short, and the rebound hit Stockton, went out of bounds, and so Flora takes over. And both teams looking pretty quiet offensively to start.
Yeah, both teams are staunch on the defensive end, and they're living up to that billing. It's going to be first to 30.
6:10 to play here in the first quarter. We are scoreless. Top of the key, this is Conrad with it. Now left side, thought about a 3 was Young, and he shuffled the shoes. So both teams swapping a couple of turnovers and a couple of missed shots. You mentioned the score in Fairfield, 5-0 after 1 quarter of play. Might be something similar. Scoreless game, 2 minutes gone here in the first. Gavin Holloman mucks it across the timeline. Bounce pass at the free throw line to Driscoll. Wanted to square up, now it's left side to Stockton. Edwards trying to post up down low. Good job by Young denying it, and it's taken away by Conrad. One-on-one with Holloman at the other end. Conrad's layup no good, but flying in for the rebound and putting it up and in that time was Eubinger. And Flora strikes first, 2-0. 5.5 to play in the first quarter, 2-0 Wolves. Driscoll dribbling left, nice backdoor pass to Trey Dixon, who lays it up and in. Great vision from Driscoll and a good cut by Trey. 5:18 to go here in the first quarter. We are tied at 2. Near side to go into the hands of Johnson. Johnson now dribbling to his left. Off to Eubinger in the far corner. This is Spicer with it. Down in the post. Up top, Conrad. Thought about a 3. Trying to get past Stockton. Now picks up his dribble. Back between the circles into the hands of Trevor Johnson. Johnson dribbling to the right side. This is Eubinger. Cross-court pass to Conrad. Now back left top to Spicer. Down to the post, they go to Young. Working on Edwards. Picks up his dribble. They swing it around. Open Conrad. 3 left corner. Won't go. Tipped and grabbing the rebound is Trey Dixon. Great defense there by Carmi. We approach 4.5 to play here in the first quarter. 2-2 ball game. Gavin Holloman right top, dribbling left. Pick and roll with Edwards not there. Gavin gets inside, and he's able to draw the foul. They call it on the shot or on the floor. They are going to say on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up here for Gavin Holloman. And these free throws are brought to you by Expressway Ford. Don't get fouled with a bad buying experience. Count on Expressway Ford Mercury, and you'll always be in the bonus. First one for Holloman is no good. Gavin shooting 52% from the free throw line this season, but Carmi as a team has struggled from there as Gavin hits the second, making it a 3-2 Carmi lead. 4:25 to go here in the opening quarter. Bulldogs up by a point, 3-2. Left side in the hands of Young. Now between the circles in the hands of Johnson. Near side, that is Conrad with it now left top. Johnson catch and shoot 3. That's off the mark. Flora is 0 for 3 from downtown to start this ball game. Spicer gets inside. Now it's Eubinger who picks up his dribble, guarded by Dixon. Now it's back left side of the hands of Spicer, and Flora will reset the offense. They go left elbow to Young, and he will draw the foul. That's Cade Stockton poking him from behind.
Number 20, Cade Stockton, his first.
So first foul on the Bulldogs, just 1 foul apiece so far here in the first quarter. 4 minutes left to play. Carmi in front, 3-2. Spicer with it, guarded by Holloman. Now in the post, Young. Out near side, Eubinger. Thought about a 3, and he thought a little bit too hard as he travels. Another Flora turnover.
And both teams trading turnovers.
3:52 to play here in the opening quarter. 3-2 Carmi. Driscoll across the timeline. Now Holloman over on the right side. Elevator screen. Edwards has it. Long 3. Ka-ching! Mitchell Edwards from downtown. A first bank 3-pointer. And Carmi's lead is now 4 at 6-2. Long one there from Edwards. Conrad near side. Now Johnson with it. Hands it back off to Young. They go in the near corner. Conrad. Pass fake. Now dribbles left, guarded by Dixon. Johnson trying to get inside. Stops, pops. Shot no good. Rebound grab by Stockton. Carmi again with some good defense early on. Bulldogs up 6-2. 3:10 to play here in the first quarter. Holloman, Edwards, right side, thought about a 3. Now pull-up jumper looking for a foul. Off the back of the rim, no good. And Conrad able to grab the rebound for the Wolves coming the other way. This is Spicer trying to go into Trey Dixon, and they're going to call a foul on Trey Dixon on the baseline.
Yeah, not the best shot on that end for Carmi. Pull-up jump shot from 18 feet. It's not, what you're looking for after one pass.
You could tell Mitchell was trying to draw a foul. Like you said, very rushed, and that's kind of been Carmi's problem this season. Bad shots and rush shots. Johnson off the inbounds pass. He's had a rough start. That's who Flora's got to get going. That shot no good. Driscoll has the board. Bulldogs come the other way. Edwards right top, dribbles left. Now it's Holloman catch and shoot 3. Too hard. Gavin tries to get his own rebound, and it's taken away by Young. Flora comes the other way. Up ahead of Johnson. 1-on-1 with Driscoll. His layup no good, but there's Young for the rebound. He puts it in. Flora back within 2. It's 6-4 Carmi. 2.5 to play here in the first.
And both of Flora's buckets came off of offensive rebounds. Carmi's got to do a better job at boxing out.
Holloman over on the right top, gets a screen from Edwards. Now he pulls up for 3 off the back of the rim, and the rebound's grabbed by Young. Again, right there, Travis, just kind of a rush shot, not what Carmi is looking for. Here in the near corner, 3-point shot on the way from Spicer. It won't go, and Holloman can't get the rebound. Another offensive board for Flora. Young puts it up and ties the game. Neil Young has 4, and the Wolves, with a quick 4-0 run, they've tied the game at 6 with 1:48 to play in the first.
And all 3 of Flora's buckets came off offensive rebounding.
Nice backdoor cut, Trey Dixon. He's fouled by Young as he stepped over trying to block the shot. 2 free throws coming up here for Trey Dixon. It's the second time Trey has been able to get backdoor. It was a good pass, I believe, from Driscoll.
2 shots for Carmi, number 21.
And so Trey will shoot a pair of free throws. And talk about free throw struggles, just 30% on the year for Trey, 3 for 10. Hoping to turn that tide. He's got 2 points already. Make it 3 as the first Expressway Ford free throw is up and good. 1:44 to play here in the opening quarter. 7-6. Carmi in front. That one no good. And the long rebound. Dixon almost got it, but Young controls it, and Flora comes the other way. Over on the near top is Spicer. Spicer Top of the key, Johnson, guarded there by Gavin Holloman. Now it's left side. Faking the handoff is Young. Spins inside, fades, got the roll. Neil Young starting to heat up, and Flora takes their first lead since it was 2-0. 8-7 Wolves, 1:15 to play in the first. Driscoll near side to Dixon. Dixon looking between the circles, back to Holloman over on the right side to Edwards. We'll see how long Carmi wants to hold the basketball here. Edwards right side, Driscoll cutting his Stockton. They don't get it to him. Now it's Holloman left top. Gavin tries to get inside, lost it. Now it's back to Driscoll. Free throw line jump shot is up and good for Landon Driscoll. Good possession for Carmi. And the Bulldogs reclaim the lead 9-8. Which started out as a defensive slugfest. Both teams starting to hit their shots. Near side Young, mid-range jumper, no good, and the long rebound is controlled by Holloman, but he's stuck in the corner, and they're going to call Young for a foul. That's his second.
Wolves foul 22.
So Young trying to go trap Holloman in the corner. That's a big second foul. He's the leading scorer in the game, and he's got to take a seat.
Yeah, that's a big loss for Flora, at least for the probably foreseeable future. Next 3 to 4 minutes, even in the second quarter, they're going to have to set him down.
30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Carmi up 9-8. They can hold for one shot. Holloman bounce pass to Stockton between the circles. Cade looks, dribbles to his right. Now it is Mitchell Edwards near midcourt. 16 seconds. Back to Holloman at the midcourt logo. 13 seconds. 12. Back to Holloman. Holloman drives right with 9 seconds. Holloman goes baseline. Oh, wow, no foul call. And Flora comes the other way with 3 seconds. Bounce pass, and the layup is good and one. How in the world was that not a foul? Partridge hits the layup, and Flora has taken the lead with 3/10 of a second to play in the first.
Stockton is second foul, team third.
I mean, Holloman saw a lane. I believe it was Conrad and Partridge that met him defensively. I can't believe they didn't call a foul. And then Partridge able to convert the three-point play. And Flora steals 3 points to end the first quarter. Wolves lead at 11-9. We go to the second quarter here in Conley Gym. Back in 1 minute on 97.3 WRUL.
Roark Trucking and Roark Transport in Carmi. Driving the distance, delivering the difference. Commercial or residential. Anhydrous propane and fuel. Rock, dirt, and lime. Parking lots, driveways, and washouts. Farmers depend on Roark Trucking and Roark Transport to deliver their lime when and where they need it. Remember Roark Trucking and Roark Transport for your next job or your next haul. Fast and dependable. Call Roark Transport and Roark Trucking. 618-265-3665.
In 1925, when Farrell Hospital opened, they knew that families in El Dorado and the surrounding communities needed a hospital they could depend on, close to home. Over the years, Farrell grew to meet the needs of patients. Today, Farrell Hospital has grown to offer advanced emergency care, orthopedics, cancer, surgery, imaging, lab, and more, always keeping more care right here close to home. Farrell Hospital. You can depend on us.
Start of the second quarter, it is Flora leading Carmi-White County 11-9. Cole Carter and Travis Black with you. Scott Merrick back at the WRUL studio. Whitney Carter and Haley Wickleman with us for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. Flora has the ball as we start the second quarter of play. Wolves pretty much stole 3 points at the end of that first quarter. Those of you just joining us, and driving baseline is Spicer. Now we're on the left top. Spicer has it. Bounce pass down low to Eubinger. Back down the corner, driving baseline, try to dump it off to Eubinger. And they get it back. That was Dennis with it. Now in the far corner, Spicer has it. Flora a little combobulated there in that far corner. Bounce pass to an open Spicer down low. Up against the contact. Shot is good. And a quick 5-0 run for Flora as Lawson Spicer has his first basket. Wolves lead by 4, 13-9.
If you're Carmi, you can't allow that to happen. Flora's best player wide open by himself.
Bulldogs trail by 4. They go in the post to Edwards, and he's able to fade away and bank that one in. We started to see Mitchell try to post up a little bit here lately and use that 6'6" frame. And a good job there to hit the shot. Carmi down by 2, 13-11. Spicer picks up his dribble now at the top of the key. Johnson has it. Johnson driving in, hands it off to Spicer back in the near corner. Johnson wants to go baseline. Step back jumper over Holloman won't go, and Gavin goes to get the rebound, but he is clocked by Patridge. That'll be his first.
Garrett Patridge, his first foul.
The physicality is definitely there, Travis. You can tell it's a Black Diamond Conference matchup.
Yeah, it's like a football game out there right now.
Bulldogs trail by 2, 13-11, 6.5 to play in the second quarter. Driscoll hands it off near side, Holloman. Holloman dribbles right. Over on the right top, Edwards catch and shoot 3, air ball, and the rebound goes out of bounds. Good box out there by Patridge, and ball goes back over to the Wolves. We should probably shut this window we opened up here, Travis. That might have affected that shot.
Yeah, got a little chilly in here and a little breeze.
13-11, Wolves in front with the ball. 6:10 to play in the second quarter.
First team foul, the second quarter.
Spicer, crossover, guarded by Driscoll. Shot fake, left side. A jab step and a drive by Dennis. Bounce pass down low to Ubinger. He goes up against Edwards and puts it in. Quinn Ubinger using all 6'3" up against a 6'6" Edwards. And Flora's lead up to 4 at 15-11. Driscoll driving left, poked away, out of bounds. Last touch by Carmine. If I'm Kevin Wolf, I got to think about using a timeout here.
Yeah, just a little discombobulated on offense. Everyone's kind of not on the same page, and against this Flora Wolves team, you cannot not be on the same page. Their defensive pressure is second to none.
15-11, Flora in front, 5.5 to play here in the second quarter. Left top with it is Patridge. Bounce pass now, Dennis between the circles. He goes near side to Spicer. Spicer back between the circles to Johnson. Back near side, Spicer. Wanting to go in the post to Patridge, posting up on Trey Dixon. Spicer dribbles right, guarded by Milhorn. Picks up his dribble now on the baseline. Near top, he goes left. Now it's Johnson between the circles. Back near side, in the near corner, Spicer has it. Milhorn shading him to the left. Dennis. Back to Spicer. You see how patient these two offenses can be. Under 5 to play here in the second quarter. Flora up 15-11. Patrick picks up his dribble. Now in the far corner, it's Ubinger. Wanted to go to the cut to Johnson. Didn't get it to him. Now he gives it back off to Patridge, driving baseline against Holloman. Dumps it out. Top. They swing it around. Thought about a 3 with Spicer. Penetrates now with Dennis firing for 3. It's short. And the rebound is saved there by Patridge, and Flora gets a second chance.
Yeah, that's another offensive rebound for Flora. That's the 5th of the game. Carmine's got to do a better job at boxing out.
Spicer gets inside. Good defense by Driscoll. Rebound tipped up. And we got a foul against Carmi. That's going to be against Merrick Milhorn.
12, Merrick Milhorn, his first foul.
First foul against Merrick. That is the first against Carmi in the second quarter. And we'll see Neil Young check back in. Mentioned he committed 2 fouls there in the first quarter. So he sat about the first half of the second quarter. 15-11, Flora in front. 4:20 to go here in the first half. Spicer to inbound. He looks, goes near side to Johnson. Johnson will dribble to his left. Hands it off on the left top to Dennis. Goes near side Conrad. Conrad in the near corner, Ubinger. Guarded by Dixon. Bounce pass down low to Young, and Young will draw the foul on the floor. They're going to say Gavin Holloman put an elbow into the back of Young.
Well, I'd have to agree with the referee on this one. They both were being very physical with each other down there.
Travis, Flora has really wanted to pound the ball inside, and Carmine's got the height advantage by a few inches, but Flora has not been scared to go in the post, especially with Young and Ubinger.
Yeah, you got to try to get the big guys in foul trouble, and for Carmi, I mean, outside the starting lineup, there's not a whole lot of size on their bench.
Well, they go to Johnson there in the post, and Holloman knocks it out of bounds, or at least the official thought he did. Gavin can't believe the call. They might overturn this one, as it looked like Johnson just dribbled it out of bounds, and that was the call. By Gavin's reaction, turning around, usually if they poke the ball out of bounds, they say, okay, we'll reset, but it indeed was not the case, so Carmi gets the ball with under 4 to play here in the second quarter. Flora leads 15-11. Dixon here in the near corner. Left top to Holloman. Holloman drives in left side. Now back left corner, Dixon. Between the circles, it's Edwards. Mitchell dribbles it over on the right top to Driscoll. And Landon pulls it out. Now it's back to Holloman, back to Driscoll. Landon driven with the left hand. Wants to give it off to Edwards. He does. Jab step for Mitchell. Left side to Driscoll. Driscoll wanted to go baseline. Lost his dribble. Nearly turned it over. Stuck in the corner. He does turn it over. Young takes it away, and Carmi again turns it over. Leaves Johnson open. Left corner. Three won't go. And the rebound grab by Edwards. And a foul on the rebound. Going to be called against Neil Young. That's his third. Young a little bit reckless going in for the rebound, and so he will definitely have to sit for the rest of this first half.
And Carmi caught a break right there, leaving Trevor Johnson open in the corner. He's their best shooter, and you cannot leave him that much space. I mean, he's had a hard time getting going tonight, which has been a beneficiary to Carmi.
Trey Dixon left top, 3 minutes to play in the second quarter. Flora leads 15-11. Mitchell Edwards on the right side. Dribbles left, back to Holloman. He goes near side. Driscoll in front of the Flora bench, and Phil leave. Driscoll goes back to the midcourt logo. Shading over towards right. Get a ball screen from Edwards. Pick and roll. Bounce pass to Edwards in the post. Mitchell goes up. The shot was good, but they call the foul on the floor. You know, I like what Carmi's trying to do in the pick and roll. Get the ball to Edwards going towards the basket. It's tough to do a lot when you catch it in the post kind of flat-footed, but when you can get it going towards the rim, your chances of scoring a little bit more. Edwards over to the right side to Holloman. Now it's Driscoll between the circles. 2.5 to play here in the second quarter. It's Flora leading Carmi 15-11. Driscoll, crossover, trying to get past Johnson, and he is going to pick up the foul, that being Johnson. And that is the fourth on the Wolves in the second quarter, so one more will mean free throws for Carmi. Lawson Spicer checks back in for the Wolves. Edwards left top, gets it inside. Milhorn in the far corner. Now it's Dixon back to Edwards. Goes left top to Landon Driscoll. 2:19 to play in the second. Flora leads 15-11. Holloman wants to go baseline, cut off there by Partridge over on the right side. Three-point shot for Edwards. Ka-ching! Rattles it in from downtown. A first bank three-pointer, and Carmi's back within one, 15-14. 2 minutes left to play here in the second. Partridge here near top. Dribbles left, guarded by Milhorn. Bounce pass in the post to Eubinger out in the corner. This is Conrad going baseline. Pass tipped around, stolen by Milhorn. Carmi had numbers, but the sophomore Milhorn plays it safe. Gets it to his point guard, and Carmi will walk it across the timeline with Landon Driscoll. Over on the right side, here's Dixon getting a screen from Edwards. Picks it up. Now it's Milhorn between the circles. Left top to Driscoll. Driscoll. Pick and roll, not there. Edwards between the circles, back over on the right side to Holloman. Now it's Milhorn top of the key. Left side to Dixon. Trey tries to go baseline, picks up his dribble, now going to get rid of it. Milhorn tried to cut, loose ball, taken away by Spicer. One-on-one with Edwards. Spicer gets Edwards up in the air and lays it in. It's a good shot by Spicer. Knowing the 6'6", Edwards was going to fly in, got him up in the air and hit the layup. 1 minute left to play here in the second quarter. Flora leads by 3, 17-14. Driscoll going to his left. Now over on the right side, here is Edwards. Edwards pulls up for three. Got it! Mitchell Edwards. Feeling it here in the first half. He's got 11. We are tied at 17. Not many 6'6" kids can do that.
Yeah, another big shot by Mitchell.
35 seconds to play here in the second. We are tied at 17. Flora has the ball. Johnson between the circles, guarded there by Holloman. Trying to direct traffic now, 20 seconds. Flora likely to hold for one shot here. Hands it off. This is going to be Spicer dribbling now near side to Partridge. Back to Spicer, 13 seconds. Spicer guarded by Driscoll with the right hand, 8 seconds. Now crossover, looking to get inside, stops, almost traveled, throws up a shot, and they call a foul. It's going to be 2 shots for Lawson Spicer. With 4 seconds left to go here in the second.
Calling that on Trey. Seemed like he was kind of bailing him out right there.
It's a second foul on Dixon. And 2 free throws coming up here for Spicer. First one good.
Fans will be having a halftime performance.
Spicer's got 5.
So stick around for that.
Be a second free throw on the way. That one's short. Rebound grab by Edwards. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Edwards lost his dribble. Out of bounds. Flora ball with 0.6 of a second left. And yes, it is enough time for a catch and shoot if Flora is aware. They just get into Spicer, and Spicer throws it after the buzzer. Halftime score, Flora leads it 18-17. Carmi a little bit better offensively there in the second quarter, but still a 1-point deficit here in their first conference game of 2023. We'll step aside for a 3-minute break, come back with the Jordan Funeral Group postgame or halftime show in 3 minutes right here on 97.3 WRUL.
You can buy more of what you want when you save on what you need. Save on meal ingredients by shopping Little Giant Grocery Outlet in Carmi. Little Giant's team of buyers are constantly scanning wholesalers, looking for pantry favorites and meal ingredients at astonishing savings just so you can shop confidently, knowing that you can come in anytime and find great deals from fresh cuts of meat and grocery items to deli, fresh produce, and frozen goods. See just how much more your dollar buys at Little Giant Grocery, Carmi, Illinois.
What you need, when you need it. Wabash Christian Therapy on Oak Street in Carmi has what you need. From outpatient therapy serving pediatrics to geriatrics, when you need it. Flexible hours for your convenience, state-of-the-art equipment, private treatment rooms, and personalized programs tailored to fit you and delivered by a therapy team committed to compassionate care. Wabash Christian Therapy on Oak Street in Carmi. Learn more by calling 382-2927 today or search Wabash Christian Therapy on Facebook. Wabash Christian Therapy in Carmi. Better every day.
Big city services in a small town. That's Butch & Associates CPAs, providing superior client service to folks here at home and across the U.S. Taxes and bookkeeping, accounting and audit services, plus full-service consulting.
Butch & Associates CPAs, where expertise meets excellence.
At Butch & Associates, it's your journey backed by our commitment.
Visit butch.com to learn more and contact us today.
Welcome to Taylor Eye Care on Falcon Avenue in Carmi. Excellence in eye care.
From thorough examinations utilizing advanced equipment and technology to premier optical products. Here at Taylor Eye Care, we treat every patient like family, going above and beyond the expected for a truly memorable eye care experience. Simply put, we are excellence in eye care.
If you're looking to brighten and enhance your vision, don't hesitate to contact us today. 382-4683.
Doing business in today's world can be complicated, time-consuming, and expensive. People's National Bank is here to help your business not only survive, but thrive. With modern-day products such as remote deposit capture, ACH payments, merchant card services, and commercial line of credit sweeps, we can get you paid faster, protect your risk, and make your money work hard for you. Hi, this is Melinda with People's National Bank. Give me a call today and get started. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Hamilton Memorial Hospital family clinics are growing to meet the needs of our communities. We're proud to continue to expand by offering acute, urgent care services by welcoming Dr. Brian Sloan to our McLeansboro Family Clinic location. With over 20 years of emergency medicine experience, Dr. Sloan provides acute, urgent care visits for those times when you can't wait to feel better. From colds and sore throats to care after sports-related injuries and more. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics. Here for you now, like we've always been. To schedule an appointment, call 618-643-2988.
And the halftime show is brought to you by the Jordan Funeral Group, remembering lives well lived and honoring the tradition of Bulldog sports. Visit jordanfuneralgroup.com for more. Cole Carter alongside Travis Black, Scott Maring back at the WRUL studio, Whitney Carter and Haley Winkleman with us for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. This is Bulldog basketball on 97.3 WRUL, Carmi, Illinois, and also online worldwide at WRUL.com. Well, I've seen my fair share of halftime shows doing high school sports for a handful of years, and I've never seen young ladies dressed up as old people dancing to what was that, Snoop Dogg?
It was first
Dr.
the
Dre?
first the Golden Girls,
Yep.
and then the Snoop Dogg, and yeah.
This is impressive. Those of you watching on the YouTube channel can tell. But Travis, there in the first half, I wouldn't say Carmi played bad by any means. You know, you mentioned Flora defensively is really one of the toughest teams to go against defensively because, for one, they always play hard and make it tough to get inside, and Carmi's had to settle for a lot of outside shots so far.
Yeah, Flora's defensive pressure was outstanding in that first half. They were forcing a lot of things out on the perimeter and forcing it further and further out. Carmi is trying to start their offense a little closer to the basket than they have in the previous games, and Flora's not having any of it. And Carmi's kind of having to settle for a lot of long jump shots, and got a couple nice little backdoors there to Trey Dixon. One he scored, one he got fouled on, and Carmi needs more of that in this second half if they want to, really take the lead in this game.
Individual scoring line there in the first half. Bulldogs were led by Mitchell Edwards, who had 11 points. They got 3 from Trey Dixon, 2 from Landon Driscoll, and 1 from Gavin Honeman. For Flora, they were led by Neil Young, who had 6 points, 5 from Lawson Spicer, 4 from Quinn Eubinger, and 3 from Garrett Patridge. Travis, you got team stats?
Carmi from 2-point range, and this is going to sound strange, only was able to take 5 shots inside the 2-point arc in that first half, and 7 on the outside the arc for 6 of 12 for 50% from the field, 3 of 7 for 43% from deep, and 2 of 4 for only 50% from the line. Flora shot 8 of 15 from 2-point range for 53%, 0 of 6 for 0% from deep, and 2 of 3 for 67% from the line. Carmi didn't even record an offensive rebound in that first half, had 7 defensive and 6 turnovers, and Flora had 5 offensive, 5 defensive, and 4 turnovers.
I'm just mesmerized by this halftime dance.
Yeah, this is a very interesting one.
I'm mesmerized by the playlist. I heard Baby Shark in there. I like to move it. They've got the music done pretty well. We'll go ahead and take a second to look at the regional scoreboard that's built by Carmi Lumber, helping to assemble and shape a better community. That's Carmi Lumber. Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber on 3rd Street. Scores from Fairfield at halftime. It was Fairfield leading El Dorado 13-8. Robinson leads Casey Westfield at the half 24-20. Vienna over Ziegler Royalton at the half 33-22. Christopher over Woodlawn at the half 21-18. We'll try to find some more scores as we take another break. We'll come back here in about 4 minutes with the second half between Flora and Carmi White County right here on 97.3 WRUL.
Family owned and operated for more than 70 years. Rush Appliance and Furniture stands the test of time. We have a large selection of in-stock furniture and appliances for every room in your home, grills and smokers, and an unmatched dedication to superior service. This is Sean Rush inviting you to visit me in Fairfield or my dad Terry in Carmi, where we can help you furnish every room in your house with superb service after the sale.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or want to enjoy a stroll around your neighborhood, orthopedic health is critical to your quality of life. The Orthopedic and Sports Medicine team at Wabash General Hospital treats injuries and disorders of the bones, joints, ligaments, tendons, muscles, and spine so you can return to moving through life with greater comfort and ease. To schedule an appointment, call 618-263-6400. Wabash General Hospital, people you know helping people you love.
Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. From cabinets and flooring, doors and paint, lumber and hardware, to shingles and siding. Knowledgeable and friendly staff that have your back on all those home projects and even deliver to your door. So before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber for the woods, the goods, and the know-how. Visit Carmi Lumber, North 3rd Street in Carmi and carmilumber.net.
Hello Bulldog fans, this is Kyle Hosick with Country Financial. It's been great coming back to my hometown of Carmi, supporting our Bulldogs as well as my current and future clients. Whether you're looking for auto or home insurance, insurance for your business, life insurance, or a retirement plan, I can help. I take pride in quality customer service and promise to listen to what's important to you while ensuring you have the right coverages. Stop by my office to see what sets us apart. Country Financial Representative Kyle Hosick, 603 West Main in Carmi.
Welcome to Pro Rehab Carmi, where our passion is getting you back to life faster. It is our privilege to walk with you every step of the way using evidence-based treatments specifically created just for you. Whether it's sports, general orthopedics, or pelvic floor rehab, you are in the right hands. Your results are worth fighting for, and our team fights for you.
Call 384-7872 or visit Pro Rehab on Main in Carmi and get back to life faster. Shop, click, drive. It's that simple with RiceMotors.com. Picks and pricing updated several times a day. Even vehicles in transit. You get the first look when you shop RiceMotors.com. Got an idea of what you're looking for? Want to schedule a service appointment? You can do it all. Rice Motors has served the region for 90 years. And with RiceMotors.com, it's never been easier for you to shop. Click, drive. RiceMotors.com. Visit now.
All right, halftime here in Flora. Bulldogs trailing the Wolves by a point, 18-17, as we are getting set for the third quarter of action. Travis, always good to see a couple of Bulldogs and former Bulldogs in the stands. Got Isaac King sitting over to our right, a couple of seats. And, something I saw last night, Caleb Siebers, of course, had that horrific injury week 4 of the high school football season. Last night was his return to the wrestling mat. And he got a win in his first wrestling matchup. He's coming back from his injury. That was an awesome sight to see. Congratulations to him. Wrestling team, a tough loss last night, but large numbers this year. Kids coming out. Coach Golson doing a great job as always. But here as we get set for the third quarter. And Travis, you kind of made the point off the air. You got to see. Still just feels like something is left on the table for this Carmi team.
Yeah, Carmi right now just feels like there's some ingredient missing, and it was, I don't know, they played hard on defense, but it was just something on the offensive end. It just seemed like they were just lackadaisical with it.
Carmi's got the ball as we start the third quarter of play. Bounce pass in the post to Landon Driscoll. He goes up against the contact. It's a great job by Johnson defensively going straight up. No foul call. And Flora comes the other way. Carmi was pretty urgent there. They went straight in the post for Driscoll, and he couldn't get it to go. Johnson in the near corner, open for three. That is Spicer. Can't get the roll. Rebound tipped up, and it almost goes out of bounds. Halleman throws it off the leg of Neil Young, but it stays in bounds, and Edwards gets it, so the Bulldogs will come the other way. Driscoll calling out traffic. Hands it off now to Halleman. Back over to Driscoll. Driscoll driving with the left hand. Shot in the lane. Good off glass. Nice job by Landon Driscoll. He's got 4, and the Bulldogs are back in front, 19-18. 1 minute gone here in the third quarter. Spicer bounce pass to Young at the free throw line, looking to get past Edwards. Now it's Johnson in the far corner. Johnson picks it up, back to Spicer. Now near side Conrad. Back to Spicer. They go in the near corner. Young with it. Young dribbles right, hands it off to Johnson. Johnson crossover, guarded by Holloman. He's laying off a little bit. As now they switch over, and it's Spicer in the post to Ubinger. Back to Spicer, catch and shoot 3. Short. Rebound to Cade Stockton. Has Flora made a 3 tonight, Travis?
Nope, that would be 0 of 8 right there.
And they're not a team that's going to shoot a lot of three-pointers, but they've had some good looks and just have not got them to fall. Here's Cade Stockton right top. He goes left side to Edwards. Long 3 on the way, in and out. Rebound grab by Johnson. Flora comes the other way as Carmi leads at 19-18. We approach the 6-minute mark here in the third quarter. In the near corner, Johnson has it. He'll dribble it out. Guarded there by Mitchell. Edwards. Spin move by Johnson, and he took about 1 too many steps, I thought. He can't believe it, but that was the right call. You can't do that in high school basketball.
Yeah, there's no gather step in high school basketball.
In the NBA, you'll get by, maybe in college, but I thought when they blew the whistle at first they were going to get him for it, and they did indeed. So Neil Young takes a seat. Mentioned he's playing with 3 fouls. Phil Lee wants to be careful with one of his best players and leading scorer going into the fourth quarter. Patridge checks in his place. Carmi has the ball in a 1-point lead, 5:48 to play in the third quarter. Edwards left top. He looks, Bounce pass between the circles goes to Gavin Holloman. Gavin looks, left side Driscoll. Driscoll fakes the pass, now on the right top it's Dixon. Dixon looking still, now it's left side to Cade Stockton. Cade fakes the pass down low, bounce pass on the right top to Edwards. Edwards, ball under his arm, now dribbles it out. And Carmi will reset the offense. 5:20 to play here in the third, 19-18 Bulldogs. Holloman dribbles in, stops, back out to Edwards. He thought about a three, he puts it on the floor. Pull up mid-range jump shot won't go. Holloman gets the offensive rebound, second chance here for Carmi. Holloman, crossover. Back to Edwards, Kevin Wolf calls out the play, and the Bulldogs will reset. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Only one basket's been scored in this quarter. That was from Carmi as Gavin Holloman drives inside and hits the shot, but they call the foul on the floor. So no basket. Foul on the floor. I believe they're going to call that against Johnson. No, it is Spicer, and that is his first.
Floor foul number 20, Lawson Spicer.
On the Carmi side, you got Dixon playing with 2, Stockton playing with 2, Holloman playing with 1. That's really the only fouls for Carmi tonight. Driscoll pulls up for 3, banks it in! Off glass! A first bank three-pointer for Landon Driscoll. He's got 7, and the Carmi lead is 4, 22-18.
I wonder if he called that.
I'm going to say probably not. I'm sure he did after he made it. 22-18 Carmi, 4.5 to play here in the third. Spicer left top. Neil Young back in the ball game over on the right side to Johnson. Johnson looks, top of the circle. This is Conrad firing a 3. He can't answer. Flora's woes from beyond the arc continue. Carmi comes the other way with Edwards. Edwards drives baseline, he gets Johnson, falls down, and he's called for a travel. Edwards trying to go with a jump stop below the right block and just hit a pile of sweat, hit the floor.
Yeah, like he hit a banana peel.
It's good reference. 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Carmi up by 4, 22-18. Here in the near corner, this is Johnson with it. Johnson back near side to Spicer. He goes baseline, shot fake, shot blocked by Edwards. And Carmi on the run, Holloman over to Dixon. Top of the key, Edwards. Edwards, nobody guarding him, pulls up for 3, got it! Mitchell Edwards from downtown. He's got 14, and Phil Lieb wants a timeout as Carmi has their largest lead of the game. They lead by 7, 25-18. This timeout's brought to you by Rush Appliance. We'll take one as well, back in 30 seconds.
Welcome to Southern Illinois Trading and Supply, where small town service meets the selection of a big city. We proudly offer top-notch American-made mowers, quality you can rely on. Envy neighborhood vehicles, perfect for family fun or cruising around your neighborhood. We are also your destination for Traeger grills, Diamond Pet Food, MFA Farm Feed, everything you need in one place. Southern Illinois Trading and Supply, not the same old store you're used to. We're different and we're proud of it. Southern Illinois Trading and Supply, where small town value meets big city selection.
All right, 3:42 to play here in the third quarter. That timeout was brought to you by Rush Appliance. If it's time to rethink your furniture and appliances, it's time to think Rush Appliance at Carmi and Fairfield. I believe that is the first timeout called by either coach in this game. But Flora has the ball as Carmi has grown their lead to 7. Edwards blocks another shot on the attempt by Young. Bulldogs come the other way. Holloman gets inside. His shot won't go. Gets his own offensive rebound. Through the contact, no call. And the rebound is grabbed by Dennis as Flora comes the other way. 25-18, Carmi in front. 3:10 to play in the third. Conrad over on the right side to Patridge. He wants to put it on the floor. Almost taken away by Dixon, but the loose ball is controlled by Young. Off to Johnson, guarded by Holloman. Leaves it in the corner for Conrad, dribbling to his left. Back to his right now, off to Johnson. He'll pull up for 3. No good. Flora now 0-4.
It's 0 for 10.
10 from beyond the arc. Here in their home gym.
And they've had some really good looks.
They have. Carmi leads 25-18. They go in the post to Edwards. He catches it, 2 dribbles, goes up and puts it in. That's what you want to see from the 6'6" Edwards. He's got 16. Carmi continues to grow that lead. It's now 9, 27-18. Haven't seen much of that from Mitchell so far this season. As Young has it on the right top, now it's Conrad Patridge between the circles. Here in the near corner, it says Dennis with it. Dennis getting inside against Driscoll. Hit the shot and one. Thought for a second they were going to let it slide. But a free throw coming up here for Kyler Dennis. First foul on Driscoll. So Lawson Spicer will check back in for Flora as well as Quinn Eubinger. 27-20, Carmi in front, 2:08 left to play in the third. Free throw by Dennis, short. Edwards skies in for the rebound. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Bulldogs up by a touchdown, 27-20. Holloman goes near side to Trey Dixon. Dixon, pick and roll, Edwards not there. Back to Stockton, left side to Holloman. Holloman puts it on the floor. Now it's back to Edwards, near side they go to Driscoll. Driscoll, jab step, wants to go baseline, got it poked away, out of bounds. It will stay with the Bulldogs. With 1:41 left to go in the third. Driscoll to inbound. Gets it into Dixon, and a good job by Young. Steals that one away, and then Trey commits a foul on the far sideline. That is Trey's third. We haven't seen Kevin Wolf go very deep tonight. Milhorn's been the only one off the bench to come in, and he checks back in with 1:39 to go in the third. Probably won't see Trey for the rest of the third and probably the first few minutes of the fourth.
Yeah, but he was a smart foul there, stopping a fast break.
Young at the free throw line, hands it off to Johnson, left top. Back to Young at the free throw line again. Gets inside, puts a shoulder down, and lays it up and in. Carmi has been able to grow this lead with Young in foul trouble. He's back in. He's got 8, and the Carmi lead down to 5 at 27-22. Holloman left top, getting a screen from Stockton. Has the ball at the top now on the near side, Driscoll. Stockton, top of the key, left side, Edwards. Carmi a little bit confused offensively. Nice cut by Edwards, the pass from Holloman, the layup from Edwards. Reverse style. Mitchell's got 18, and the Carmi lead is 7. 29-22.
That's perfect offense there for Carmi with a lead, just playing for nice, easy shots, and that was beautiful offensive action.
40 seconds left here in the third. Bulldogs up by 7, 29-22. Johnson in the far corner. Now it's Dennis. Back to Johnson, threw it at his feet, but he corrals it. Looking to get rid of it. Now he gives it in the hands of Spicer with 25 seconds. Johnson, jab step, hands it off. This is Eubinger getting inside. His shot blocked by Edwards again. That's his third block. And then Spicer goes right into Milhorn and draws the foul. 2 free throws coming up for Lawson Spicer. So Spicer tonight, 5 points.
Carmi foul number 12. Merrick Milhorn is second.
Merrick's second, third team foul for Carmi in the third quarter.
Spicer.
And so Spicer will shoot a pair. First one good. Travis, what's Flora tonight from the free throw line?
That would be 3 of 5.
For the whole game?
The whole game. Both teams only shooting. This will be the 10th free throw combined between both teams.
Second one for Spicer. Missed that one. Rebound grabbed by Mitchell Edwards. Carmi up by 6. 29-23. 12 seconds left to play here in the third. 8 seconds. Holloman right top. Crossover. Gavin trying to get inside. Nearly falls down. Throws it up and traveled. Gavin got a little bit too much ahead of himself. Stumbled. And Carmi turns it over with 3.7 seconds. Now it's Spicer with 2. Spicer with 1. Gets it off. No good.
Third quarter score, Carmi
Back and forth battle. Carmi grew their lead to as much as 9, and they lead by 6 as we go to the fourth quarter. We'll step aside for a 1-minute break. Fourth quarter coming up next on 97.3 WRUL.
2023 is almost over. That means it's time for Expressway Ford's year-end sales event.
Like brand new 2023 F-150 starting at $36,990 plus 2.9% APR for 72 months with special year-end pricing on all new F-150 crew cabs. Price is so low, we are not allowed to say. Go to expresswayfordonline.com to see them. Now is the time to get the best deal on a new Ford from Expressway Ford in Mount Vernon. Expressway Ford, more Fords for less.
Life can be complicated, but managing your money should be simple. Whether you need to check your balances, deposit a check, pay bills, pay a friend, or transfer money to retirement savings, First Mid Online and Mobile Banking keep your finances simple every step along the way. With First Mid Bank and Trust, you can manage your money anytime right from your smartphone. You can even sign up for real-time alerts to stay on top of your account activity. Learn more about these conveniences at firstmid.com. First Mid Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Start of the fourth quarter here in Flora. The Bulldogs of Carmi-White County leading 29-23. Cole Carter, Travis Black with you. Appreciate you tuning in either at home on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel or on your radio dial at 97.3 WRUL. Flora has the basketball in a 6-point deficit. Dennis on the left top, bounce pass between the circles goes to Spicer, guarded by Driscoll. Spicer pulls it back out, now goes near side to Dennis. Driving inside, left, now right, picks up his dribble. Stockton all over him. Going to be close to a 5 call. That pass knocked away. What do we got?
Kick ball.
I say kick ball. I bet you kicked that.
Yeah, he stuck his foot out there. Get him to the old Pele.
Pele. Is that a soccer term?
Soccer player. Pele.
Yes would be the answer.
Yes. Okay.
29-23, 30 seconds gone here in the fourth. Near side Johnson, catch and shoot 3 as Flora continues to be over from beyond the arc. We've got a foul, or they say out of bounds. No, out of bounds, last touch by Flora. So Carmi takes over. So I'm sure Kevin Wolf mentioned during the break between the third and fourth quarter, got to take care of the ball, don't rush any shots, and kill some clock in this final quarter. You're up by 6. Don't want that lead to get shrunk. Driscoll, far corner. Dixon drives baseline, travel. Don't want to do that.
Yeah, just got a little bit ahead of himself.
Neil Young will check back in for the Wolves. 7:11 left to play here in the fourth quarter. 29-23, Carmi in front. Across the timeline, now it's Young, right elbow. Fakes the handoff, tries to go right at Edwards, puts a shoulder down and puts it in. That's a man move right there from Neil Young, and the Wolves are back within 4.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many steps he took, but it looked like a lot from up here.
Nice backdoor cut by Dixon, and the pass by Driscoll, and 1. It's a great job by Lennon Driscoll. Football's been over for a little bit over a month, but he jailed his inner quarterback right there, and a nice pass to Dixon, and the layup with the foul. Free throw for Trey, no good, and the rebound is controlled by Neil Young. Dixon's got 5, and the Carmi lead is 6, 31-25. Young looking to get inside, bounce pass on the right top. This is Dennis. Back over to Young, cross-court pass. Patridge has it. He drives baseline. They sling it out. Young thought about a 3. Now it's Johnson trying to get inside. This is Dennis getting inside. Throws one up looking for a foul. Got his own rebound. Loose ball. Is this going to be a foul or a jump ball? They say foul. It's going to be on Carmi.
I believe it's Cade Stockton with the reach.
You're right. That's the third on Cade. So Cade's got 3. Dixon has 3. Really the only foul trouble Carmi's got tonight. Still 6:17 to play. Dennis to inbound, lobs it up for Johnson. Between the circles, here's Spicer. Down the post to Young. He spins, fades away, no good, and the rebound grab loose. What do we got? They say Carmi stepped out of bounds. He will stay with Flora. So it was a loose ball, and my guess would be that Dixon had a foot on the baseline when he dove for it. So Flora will inbound from under their own basket. Johnson on the right top, Spicer. Spicer dribbles left, getting a screen from Young. Now near side. This is Dennis. Back on the right side, Johnson. Johnson will dribble left. That pass deflected, now in the hands of Young. Cross-court pass to Patridge. Carmi doing a good job of keeping Flora on the perimeter. Dennis trying to get past Dixon. Can't. Now it's Patridge. Near side to Young. Young dribbles in, Euro step, and shot was blocked by Driscoll. No foul. Carmi has it coming the other way. Kind of surprised by that no call. They've let them play tonight. Dixon across the timeline, now near side, Holloman. Elevator screen, Edwards, wide open three, yes!
Three-point basket, Mitchell Edwards.
Mitchell Edwards has 21, and the Carmi lead is 9, and Phil Lieb wants a timeout.
Flora.
34-25, Carmi White County with 5:14 to play. This timeout's brought to you by Rush Appliance. We'll take one as well, back in 1 minute. What a hit! Now that's a playmaker.
With Huck's Bucks Big Rewards, you can be a playmaker too. Hi folks, I'm Chris Myers.
And I'm Cole Carter. Download the Huck's Bucks Big Rewards app now and save with great coupons on gas, snacks, and more.
And make sure to fuel up at the Bulldog Spirit Pump at Huck's. A portion of your fill-up goes to support Carmi White County Unit 5 schools.
And that makes you a playmaker in the community. Huck's Market, headquartered in Carmi.
The alarm sounds, coffee brews, and the porch light guides your steps toward another busy day. Just like you, Invenergy Solar is up with the sun. Invenergy's Boomtown Solar project will create up to 400 construction jobs and create enough electricity to power 40,000 American homes. Invenergy expects to invest $60 million over the project's lifetime, helping illuminate the future of all in White County. Private investment developed on private property with public benefits. Invenergy.
5:10 left to play. Carmi leads at 34-25 after a Phil Lieb timeout on the Mitchell Edwards three-pointer. And Lawson Spicer gets inside and gets the N1. And I say they've let them play. Yet on the plays that I think have been fouls, they haven't called. But the plays I think have not been fouls, they've called fouls.
It's all a matter of perspective.
And, of course, my opinion means nothing.
Yeah. I mean, me and Roger talked about last week. We're not as far, you said, it looks like a foul to us, but we're also 80 feet away from the play.
And, of course, we cheer for the team in maroon. Bulldogs up by 6, 34-28, and there's a foul on the drive by Gavin Holloman. That foul will be on Lawson Spicer. His second. Neil Young playing with 3 for Flora. Inbounds pass goes to Edwards. That's a deep one off the front of the rim, and the rebound grabbed by Young. Maybe a rush shot as the lead is down to 6 for Carmi. Spicer near corner, driving baseline, goes up against Holloman and rolls it in. Thought he might try to kick it out, and now Spicer is the leading scorer for Flora as Kevin Wolf has to burn a timeout with 4.5 to go. We'll keep it here, a 30-second timeout. Travis, this is the problem that Carmi has ran into continuously this season. You just can't give up. Teams just don't go away.
Yeah. Just taking a little quick rush shot. They go down in the end and score real quick. It's kind of been Carmi's bugaboo even last year with the greatest season they had. It was always the situation of now that we have the lead, what do we do with it?
Yeah.
Do we work the ball around, or are we going to continue with the rapid pace of just pushing it, trying to get up as many shots as possible, or you want to play it smart, work the ball around and look for the best shot? Carmi gets a little antsy at times and will take some rush shots, and it's just been the bugaboo from last season and into this season.
34-30, Carmi in front with 4:34 to play in the ball game. And the Bulldogs will have the next 6 days off until they play again. That will be next Friday at home against Hamilton County. 4.5 to play. After the timeout, Flora had originally shown full court pressure. They lay off now. Edwards left top. Now it's Dixon. Near side Stockton. Cade looks. Still looking. Now puts it on the floor. Got it poked away. Loose ball in front of the Carmi bench. That is going to be into the backcourt. They say over and back. That's the right call. I don't think it got tipped. But again, you just see this defensive pressure that Flora is applying.
Yeah, they're gonna continue to ratchet up that pressure.
One of the toughest on-ball defending teams Carmine's going to see all year.
Yeah, they're staying active with their feet and their hands.
Spicer looking to go inside, off his leg, dribble to out of bounds. Carmine ball. With 4:08 left to play. This game feels a lot like last year's meeting here in Flora. Bulldogs by 4, 34-30, halfway through the fourth quarter. Driscoll picks up his dribble, hands it off to Edwards, right back to Driscoll, and he will dribble to the F at midcourt. Hands it off now to Holloman, who goes to that same spot. Gavin going to his left, now Driscoll looking to get inside, up against the contact, and one! Landon Driscoll. Conrad commits the foul, and an aggressive take by Driscoll, and a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, it looked like Gavin and Landon were playing pitch and catch there, and Landon kind of set a brush screen on Gavin kind of set a brush screen on Landon's man, and he just got him going to the basket. Great finish.
So Conrad, that is his second foul. Kyler Dennis will check in for the Wolves as well as Quinn Eubinger. So big free throw here for Driscoll. It can make it a three-possession game. 36-30, Carmi in front, 3:44 left to play. Free throw, good. Driscoll shooting 83% from the free throw line this season. He's got 10, and the Carmi lead back up to a touchdown, 37-30. Over to the right side, this is Johnson. Picks up his dribble. Now off to the hands of Dennis. Dennis picks up his dribble now. Bounce pass left elbow to Young. Jab step near side Johnson. Back to Dennis between the circles. Calling for his man Spicer. Can't get it to him. Young at the free throw line. His shot won't go. Driscoll grabs the rebound. Almost traveled. Loose ball. Foul Flora. And one more against the Wolves will put Carmi in the free throw line here in the final 3:13. Eubinger picks up his second. I think if you're Flora, expect them to amp up some pressure here in the final 3 minutes.
Yeah, and if you're Carmi, you got to just be able to handle the ball and not turn it over in this situation.
Stockton left top, now it's Holloman getting a screen from Dixon. Right now back to his left, Johnson all over him. Gavin tries to dump it off, taken away by Johnson. Johnson picks up his dribble, now Eubinger to the basket, his layup good. Eubinger's got 6, just like that. It's a 5-point game, 37-32, and Kevin Wolf needs to call a timeout. It's a full timeout, and it's brought to you by Rush Appliance. If it's time to rethink your furniture and appliance, it's a time to think Rush Appliance in Carmi and Fairfield. Back in 1 minute.
Well, folks, that ain't country, but this is Skylar Harrelson from Jansen Auto in Carmi. It's been my pleasure to help my friends and neighbors get into the cars or trucks of their dreams for the last couple of years. Here at Jansen Auto, we're bringing you great vehicles at better than expected prices. There's really no reason to shop anywhere else. If we don't have it, we'll get it. All new vehicles are priced at huge discounts. Your hometown dealer, Jansen Auto Group in Carmi. Stop by and see why.
The Carmi Kiwanis Club is working hard to make a difference in the community, and it all starts with serving the children of the world. From fundraising efforts with proceeds going directly back into the community to working hand in hand with the Key Club, schools, Arrows program, and much more. At the Carmi Kiwanis Club, we build, and we love to welcome you. We meet every Thursday at noon in the White County Farm Bureau basement. Come visit us for lunch, a great program, and learn more about how Carmi Kiwanis helps move our region forward.
.246 left to play. Carmi's got the ball in a 5-point lead after a Kevin Wolf timeout. 37-32. Holloman here in the near corner. Looking. Now it's Driscoll between the circles. Driscoll will pull it back, and Carmi will reset the offense. 2.5 to play. 37-32. Carmi leads it. Holloman puts it on the floor. Going left. Hands it off now to Edwards. Mitchell. Baseball pass near side to Driscoll. Driscoll jabs. Dribbles left. Now pulls it back out. Almost double team. Now he is double team. Driscoll falls down. What are they going to call? They call a foul on Flora. Thought they were going to get Driscoll for a travel, but they called a foul on Young. That's his 4th. And now free throws coming up here for Landon Driscoll.
Yeah, if there was any other call than a foul, this place would have erupted there. Especially the Carmi side.
And I like the strategy, though, by Flora. Kind of lull him to sleep, then attack with the trap. It worked. It was a little bit too aggressive. First free throw for Driscoll on the way. Missed it, a rare miss from him. Mentioned he's shooting 83% from the free throw line coming into tonight. 2:14 to play, 37-32 Carmi. Second free throw for Driscoll, got that one. Bulldogs will shoot 2 free throws per foul for the rest of the ball game. 38-32, a 6-point Carmi lead. Spicer over on the right side, Johnson. Johnson back to Young between the circles, now here on the near side to Spicer. He looks, that pass tipped away by Driscoll, racing towards the Carmi bench. Johnson goes back to get it. Johnson near corner, 3-point shot on the way, no good. Rebound Holloman. Flora still 0-4.
13.
13 from beyond the arc. That's been the difference in the ball game. 38-32, Carmi in front, 100 seconds left to play. Stockton left top. Left side now it's Driscoll. Driscoll back to Edwards. Carmi not going to be in any hurry to score here. Edwards almost travels and they turn it over, and Kevin Wolf can't believe it. Edwards drove inside, stumbled, and then threw a missile back to Dixon that went through his hands. 1:25 left to play. 38-32. Spicer across the timeline. Dribbles to his right. Now it's Johnson. Illegal screen. Illegal screen against Eubinger. That is huge. Because the ball goes back over to Carmi with 1:16 to play. And Kevin Wolf will call a timeout. It's brought to you by Rush Appliance. We'll take one as well. Back in 1 minute on 97.3 WRUL.
Hey Bulldog fans, it's Luke Saylor with First Bank. First Bank is a proud supporter of Bulldog athletics and the community at large. For over 125 years, First Bank has been there for you then, now, and are well positioned to continue serving you well into the future as we invest in our community. To show another way we are caring for Carmi, First Bank will donate $3 back to the Carmi school system for every Bulldog three-pointer this season. Together, we look forward to making great things happen for you, your business, and our community.
Housing lender, member FDIC. The Carmi League of Arts proudly presents Hometown Holiday, a Christmas variety show. This show will feature acts that remind us of our most nostalgic Christmas memories. Auditions for individual acts are Saturday, December 9th from 9 a.m. to noon. The show will also include performances from the Yuletide Youth Choir for 2nd through 6th graders and the Holiday Harmonies Choir for anyone older that can read music. The show is one day only, Sunday, December 17th at 2:30 p.m. in the CWCHS Auditorium. Entry is a suggested donation of $5. For more information, please visit carmileague.com.
All right, 1:16 left to play in the ball game. Carmi has the ball in a 6-point lead, 38-32. Carmi will shoot 2 free throws per foul for the rest of the game. We'll see how long Flora wants to take until they foul. Driscoll dribbling left, met there by Johnson. Crossover. Now he's double teamed, gets to Stockton. A great job by Driscoll to get that pass away. Now it's back to Driscoll, and he's fouled by Johnson. And a good job by Carmi not being aggressive, just kind of waiting, and then Flora has to foul. And that's who you want the free throw line for Carmi.
Yeah, forcing Flora to foul here, and with the new rules, getting 2 bonus free throws straight off the bat.
And no more 1-and-1, just 2 shots the rest of the way. And the first free throw for Driscoll is nothing but net.
22, Neil Young, and 14.
Young and Eubinger check back in for Flora. Both teams have their starting 5s in the ball game. As some fans starting to make their way to the exits. As Carmi's lead is now 7. Make it 8. Driscoll, cold-blooded, 2 for 2. 40-32, Carmi under a minute left to play. Spicer, left top, picks up his dribble. Now it's Young between the circles. Young driving inside. Bounce pass over to Johnson. Johnson pulls up for a mid-range jumper, and he got it.
Trevor Johnson.
That is the first basket for Trevor Johnson. Flora applies full court pressure with a 6-point game, and a foul is going to be called with Driscoll with the ball in his hands on the far side.
Foul 23, Tyler Conrad.
Conrad is the victim. And 2 free throws coming up for Landon Driscoll. And with that, Phil Lieb will take a timeout. It is a full or a 30? It is a full, so we'll take one as well. We will take a 1-minute break right here on 97.3 WRUL.
Your partner in auto repair. That's Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi. You get service, expertise, and a promise you'll drive away satisfied. Complete engine and body repair, 24-hour-a-day wrecker and towing service, tires from sales and service, and repair including muffler service, brakes, shocks, suspension, and more. When quality counts, count on Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi. Your partner in auto repair. Call 382-7165 today. Citizens National Bank of Albion has always been in the business of making dreams come true.
Are you like many in the community that have dreamed of owning your own business?
Bring your ideas in and speak to one of our commercial loan professionals in Albion, Olney, Crossville, and Bridgeport.
Our competitive rates and solid decision making will make it the best decision you've ever made.
Let us help you get started, and we'll watch your business grow.
Citizens National Bank of Albion, no better banking.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
34.7 seconds left on the clock. Carmi leads it 40-34. Got 2 free throws coming up here for Landon Driscoll, and the first one, no good. So Phil Lieb trying to ice the senior. And this is really the big one. It would make it a 3-possession game.
And this place is getting loud.
Second free throw. Got it. Big one for Landon Driscoll. He's got 14. Carmi's lead up to 7, 41-34. Conrad over to Spicer. Back to Conrad. He'll fire a 3. Got it. That's the first 3 Flora has made all night. And Lieb calls a timeout. It's a 4-point game with 22.8 seconds left.
It's a 30-second timeout.
Also the first basket that Conrad has made. So, all right, Travis, that's big for Flora because make or miss on these 2 free throws when you foul. First, you want to foul as soon as you can if you're Flora.
Yeah.
But make or miss, it's still a 2-possession game.
Either way you look at it.
Yeah, and you
got to take your chances.
Final buzzer.
Yeah, you got to take your chances at this point. Less than 23 seconds left. 4-point game. You got to foul as quickly as possible. Don't let too much time run off the clock. And hope they miss 2 free throws. And if you're Carmi, you just got to get the ball inbounds, try to keep away from contact, but if not, just go to the free throw line and knock them down.
We do have a score update from another BDC game tonight. Fairfield defeats El Dorado 47-24. Thanks to Alec Vaughn for that score update. So Carmi will inbound from the left baseline. They lead by 4, 41-37. Edwards to inbound. Gets it into Trey Dixon, and he is going to be tackled at the, grabbed, at the 21.7 second mark. So Dixon will shoot 2 free throws. And that's who you want to foul if you're Flora. Trey has not shot well from the free throw line this season. 3 of 10 coming into tonight. I believe he's 0 for 1 tonight.
He is 1 for 3 tonight.
First free throw. Got it. Like we said, make or miss here. It's going to be a 2-possession game. Either way.
Here's the question if you're Carmi, when they get inbound the ball, you got 2 fouls to give. Do you let some time run off and then foul them before they get a shot up?
Dixon got that one. 2 for 2. 2 clutch free throws for Trey Dixon. And Kevin Wolf will call a timeout to talk about what you just said, Travis. You know, I see no reason in even letting them shoot a 3-point shot. You've got this new rule. Granted, you got 3 fouls to give. I'm always one to say foul when you're up by 3, but you're up by 6. You know, that's tough. I think for now, let them play. Yeah. Just play hard defense. If you get caught in a situation where somebody falls down, then you can foul. But I wouldn't foul right away by any means.
Well, most likely they're going to try to get in a set offense to get a quick shot up. Either that's going to the basket or, from deep. I see no reason why letting 5-6 seconds run off, and if they haven't got one up yet, you might just take a foul just to slow them up a little bit with their offense.
So 21.7 seconds on the clock. Carmi with a little bit of full court pressure. Flora will have to the length of the floor. Carmi lays off. Spicer into the front court, guarded by Holloman. He wants to get inside, puts up a shot. No good. Rebound, Edwards. And he will finally be fouled with 10.7 seconds, and that will do it. Don't really understand Flora's philosophy wanting to drive inside there. But if Edwards just makes one of these, this one will be over.
2 shots for Carmi, number 5, Mitchell Edwards.
Mitchell tonight, 21 points. Second highest scoring game this year. First free throw, no good. With 10 seconds left, really need to make this one. And he does. 3-possession Carmi lead, 44-37. Spicer with a step-back 2-point shot, no good. Rebound grabbed by Young. Conrad will try a corner 3. It's no good. And Carmi White County in an old-fashioned Black Diamond Conference battle defeat the Flora Wolves here on the road, 44-37. Well, Travis, you said first 1 to 40 wins, and you were right. That's a gutsy win for Carmi.
Yeah, that's exactly the type of bounce-back win you need after that game against North City the other night. Carmi on offense did a great job at working the ball inside there. That's when they really made the run, was in the early part of that third quarter. They started taking things to the basket, and Flora and Carmi kind of reverse roles. Carmi early in the game was settling for a lot of outside shots. Flora was getting things going to the basket. And then in the third quarter, Carmi came out and said, we're going to get the ball inside. We're going to work it to Mitchell. We're going to drive with Landon, going to drive with Gavin, going to hit the backdoor cuts with Trey and Cades. And Flora kind of started settling for outside shots, and that really was the difference in the game, who was taking control and who was owning the paint.
What'd they finish from beyond the arc, Travis? Flora?
That would be 1 of 15.
Wow. You just don't see that very much in high school basketball. And Flora is not a three-point shooting team by any means. That's not their go-to thing like Carmi can sometimes. But, wow, 1 for 15 Flora was from beyond the arc, and Carmi goes on to win by 7, 44-37. We'll step aside for a 3-minute break. Come back with the Royal Transport postgame show right here on 97.3 WRUL.
This is Nancy J. Winter, CPA. Life is always about change, and most businesses have to evolve to succeed. You want to be the best at what you do and do the things you like the most. We want to help you achieve that goal. We can help you design your records to evaluate what's the most profitable aspects. We can also help you evaluate what services are complementary and best offered together to your market niche customers. You know your business, but having the records to back up your business decisions can help with a business loan or just with peace of mind. Contact Nancy J. Winter, CPA, Carmi, 382-2364.
Great teamwork is no accident.
David and the gang at Hale Body Shop salute the area athletes.
Just as in sports, the team at Hale Body Shop work together to make sure you get your car back as quickly as possible.
When it comes to collision repair, more and more people choose the team way out there on Possum Road.
Hale Body Shop in Carmi.
David and the gang are proud supporters of area athletes. Roark Trucking and Roark Transport in Carmi. Driving the distance, delivering the difference. Commercial or residential. Anhydrous propane and fuel. Rock, dirt, and lime. Parking lots, driveways, and washouts. Farmers depend on Roark Trucking and Roark Transport to deliver their lime when and where they need it. Remember Roark Trucking and Roark Transport for your next job or your next haul. Fast and dependable. Call Roark Transport and Roark Trucking. 618-265-3665.
In 1925, when Farrell Hospital opened, they knew that families in El Dorado and the surrounding communities needed a hospital they could depend on, close to home. Over the years, Farrell grew to meet the needs of patients. Today, Farrell Hospital has grown to offer advanced emergency care, orthopedics, cancer, surgery, imaging, lab, and more, always keeping more care right here close to home. Farrell Hospital. You can depend on us.
You can buy more of what you want when you save on what you need. Save on meal ingredients by shopping Little Giant Grocery Outlet in Carmi. Little Giant's team of buyers are constantly scanning wholesalers, looking for pantry favorites and meal ingredients at astonishing savings just so you can shop confidently, knowing that you can come in anytime and find great deals from fresh cuts of meat and grocery items to deli, fresh produce, and frozen goods. See just how much more your dollar buys at Little Giant Grocery, Carmi, Illinois.
What you need, when you need it. Wabash Christian Therapy on Oak Street in Carmi has what you need. From outpatient therapy serving pediatrics to geriatrics, when you need it. Flexible hours for your convenience, state-of-the-art equipment, private treatment rooms, and personalized programs tailored to fit you and delivered by a therapy team committed to compassionate care. Wabash Christian Therapy on Oak Street in Carmi. Learn more by calling 382-2927 today or search Wabash Christian Therapy on Facebook. Wabash Christian Therapy in Carmi. Better every day.
Final score, Carmi defeats Flora tonight 44-37. They improved to 6-1 overall in the season, and they start the campaign 1-0 in the Black Diamond Conference here in 2023. The postgame show is delivered by Roark Transport, hauling fuel, rock, grain, and more. To help our community grow, call 265-3665 for more. Cole Carter alongside Travis Black. Scott Maring back at the WRUL studio. Haley Winkleman and Whitney Carter with us for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. And those of you listening on 97.3 WRUL, Carmi, Illinois, and also online worldwide at WRUL.com. Travis, a gutsy. We talk about these BDC matches, especially up here in Flora. It's like a football game. It's just grinding defensive games. That's exactly what we thought it was going to be tonight. So that's what it was, and Carmi pulled away with a 7-point win.
Yeah, it was a physical battle from the word go. A lot of fouls early on, and they were like kind of ticky-tack, but then there were some plays that they didn't call fouls on. It looked like 3 yards in a pile of dust, just offense, defense, linemen kind of going at it. But Carmi did a good job in that second half, especially coming out and really working the ball to the basket. I mean, that was really the difference in the game early on, settling for a lot of jumpers, and they weren't falling. We know Carmi can hit as many threes as you want, probably one of the better shooting teams in Southern Illinois. But really, it's the inside-out attack that Carmi, when they stick to that, that's when they're in games. That's when they play with the Herons. That's when they, beat Duke or the Chesters, this team, that team. And really, when they settle for outside jump shots, it kind of leaves themselves vulnerable because, if you don't see things going in, you really can't really go back towards the basket.
I'll have you give your headset over to head coach Kevin Wolf after Carmi takes down Flora tonight, 44-37. And, Coach, it feels like every time we're in this gym, it's just a hard-nosed, pound-for-pound basketball game and a gutsy win for you guys
Without
tonight.
a doubt. I mean, holy cow, what a difference a couple days makes from what we saw Tuesday. I don't know, I think the atmosphere probably had something to do with that. North City's always got a good atmosphere, but a conference game coming up here, boy, the guys just played their butts off tonight. Just total team effort, made plays down the stretch. That's a tough team. To come up here and win, they fight. I mean, Coach Lieb's been doing it 24 years, has 360 wins. His teams play hard, and you saw it all night tonight. And we matched some of that tonight, and that was so good to see from our guys.
Well, and they play so hard defensively. I mean, they made it really tough for you guys to do what you wanted to offensively.
Yeah.
But I thought you guys really hit shots we need to and made free throws we needed to.
We did, yeah. How about Trey's free throws?
Yes.
We were, obviously I work with Eric. We're in the coach's office. He was shooting 30% coming into tonight. And you saw he'd been working on him in practice. He has. He's been sitting there working on him. I think he was 3 or 4 tonight maybe from the line. And that's what you'll see from him coming down the stretch. But, Mitchell getting one there. Landon, I think, had maybe 2 or 4 down the stretch, 3 or 4, whatever. What really helped, Mitchell just nailing some threes. They took us out of our offense. We tried our bounce, and they were switching and getting up in us. We tried our Tampa, they gave us fits in that. They're a very good defensive team. They're very athletic. We had a hard time running our offense and getting stuff, so a lot of times the play just had to break down, and Lando made a play. Gavin got a foul, and then Mitchell just banging a couple threes just out of nowhere. That's really what did it for us.
Well, you mentioned Mitchell hitting those big threes, 22 points for him tonight. And I thought he made a big step tonight. I know on Tuesday he kind of struggled.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought the effort from him tonight, along with making shots, that's what we want to see from him.
How many rebounds did he have? I mean, and that's what you're going to see from him. And that's what Tuesday was frustrating for me. And, you guys probably know that. Just we've got to be more consistent. And if we carry over what we did there tonight and what we did at Heron or against Heron and what we did against Chester, we're going to be a solid basketball team. If we do what we did against North City, we're going to be average. Just been challenging the guys to keep that intensity up. And I think getting home finally, I'm not sure how many games have we played? 7 now?
This is your 7th.
7, all on the road. I mean, we got to get home. We got to get to McDougal-Evers. We got to get the dog pound going. We're going to shoot it better at home. It's going to be great to go home and play 2 games at the end of next week. Good little time right now to give the guys some time off. They're a little tired right now. That was a hard-fought win. But no, just a well-played game. We made some plays. The first half, I thought they had the 50-50 balls, a couple loose balls that they got. I think in the second half, for the most part, we got all of those when we needed them. Just that's how good high school basketball is right there. That's 2 good teams, gritty teams. We just made a couple more plays to win. But hats off to them as well, and congratulations to Coach Lieb for all for what he has done. Just a great game.
Well, I know we've talked a couple of times the last couple of years about games like this where you have that 7 to 9 point lead in the fourth quarter. And for these kids, it's so hard to find that medium between taking time, killing the clock, but still getting a good quality shot. I know you caught a couple of timeouts, a little frustrated, but it's so hard to do at this level.
Without a doubt, and there's no shot clock here, so you're up 9, and all of a sudden I blinked, we were up 4. But what you do, you have to take the air out of it, but then you can't get so cautious where you turn it over, have a travel, and we did, I think, have one of those. We got to get a better delay offense. I was yelling at Coach Stubblefield, not yelling, but I was like, we've got to get one in. To where the ball stays in the guy's hands that it needs to, but there's more movement. But it's just there's such a fine line. That's what makes coaching so tough. You'll sit a group of coaches right here, and 50% of them will say, no, you got to keep attacking, go score, make them guard, you get to the free throw line. The other 50 will say you need to have a delay offense in, value the basketball. They're going to have to start fouling you. It's whatever. You just have to do what you think is right. We have some good guards that they're late, had the ball in their hands, and got it to Trey on an inbound there underneath the bucket whenever they were pressing. And we made the free throws and the stuff to win the game.
Well, it's a unique next week or so. You're going to have some time off. You got the EHT meeting on Wednesday. I think you guys give yourself a good chance to get a top 5 seed. But then you look at next weekend, 2 big games, Friday and Saturday, Hamilton County and Benton at home.
Yeah, I'm just glad we're at home. I'm glad our fans can get. I mean, we had a good crowd here tonight, but our the people who can't travel get a chance to see us on Friday. And you got the Foxes, another conference game. I mean, what more do you want this time of year? These are the games you want to be playing in. Home game on a Friday night against a rival. That's what little high school sports is all about. And we're excited. The guys are excited. They're excited about this win right now, though. But Hamco's better. They won their tournament that they had. They're playing 10 guys, rotating in, pressing. So they're solid. Not sure what they did tonight. But no, it'll be tough. And then Benton, one of the best 2A teams in the South. I mean, that'll be a test of all tests. And but hey, we're going to enjoy this for a couple days. We're going to get back to work on Tuesday, figure some things out, and get ready for Hamilton County.
Thanks for your time, Coach. How about those number 1 Michigan
Wolverines?
How about
it? I mean, a sign-stealing squad. I mean, that's the only reason why I think they're number 1, really. Connor Stallions has done so much for the program, and I wish him all the best sitting at home in his basement watching games because everybody knows that's why they're good. But, hey, it is what it is. I'm excited about it. The Rose Bowl, my favorite. One of my biggest memories is Charles Woodson picking off Ryan Leaf to win a national championship whenever I was little at the Rose Bowl. So it's going to be great. Go Blue.
We'll talk to you Friday, Coach.
All right, man.
Thanks.
See you.
That's Kevin Wolf. Carmi defeats Flora tonight, 44-37. You get Michigan football in the conversation, he gets fired up.
Yeah, we know that. I mean, you saw that.
Real quick, individual stat line, Mitchell Edwards, 22 points, leading scorer for Carmi. Actually, leading scorer for the game. Landon Driscoll, 14. Trey Dixon, 7. Those 2 guys, some clutch free throws down the stretch. Gavin Holloman, just 1 point tonight. Team stats, Travis?
Carmi from 2-point range for the game shot 14 of 26, 6 of 12 for a 3-point range for 20 of 38 for 53%, 50% from 3, and 10 of 16 for 63% from the free throw line. Flora shot 13 of 26 from 2-point field goal range for 50%. 1 of 15 for 6% from 3-point range, 14 of 41 for 34% overall, and 4-7 from the free throw line. Carmi had 2 offensive rebounds, 19 defensive rebounds, and 13 turnovers. And Flora had 8 offensive, 10 defensive, with 7 turnovers.
The player of the game is highlighted by First Mid Bank and Trust. We need a partner you can bank on. Count on the great folks at First Mid Bank and Trust in Carmi. I think you got to go Mitchell Edwards, 22 points tonight, and I think really a statement game for him. He's had the consistency has been a little bit of an issue, but I thought tonight he came out, hit some tough 3-point shots, and played some great defense as well.
Yeah, I mean he kept Carmi in it in the first half with a couple of those 3-pointers. Things weren't really getting anything going inside. It was kind of moving around the perimeter. Then next thing you know, 30-footer, bang. another one, bang, and that's what kept Karma in it in that first half. And really on the defensive end, he kind of controlled the second half. He was dominating the paint, blocking shots, rebounding. Those are the things you got to expect from him from here on out. And I mean, he's a junior. He's 6'6", 6'7". He's one of the most athletic kids in terms of leaping ability in Southern Illinois. So those are the things you kind of have to expect from him. And he'll figure that consistency part out on the offensive end. And you saw in that second half, he was getting the ball inside and working it more and being physical in the paint, which is a step in the right direction for him.
All right, well, Carmi improves to 6-1 on the year and 1-0 in the Black Diamond Conference. Again, a big matchup coming up next Friday. They'll be at home against Hamilton County. Our next broadcast will be on Tuesday as the girls travel to Mount Vernon, Indiana. That will be a radio-only broadcast. We pick things back up on the YouTube side next Thursday when they host Hardin County. So getting really into the full swing of basketball season. Mentioned the EHT seed meeting next Wednesday. Travis, I think Carmi is going to have a chance to plead their case for a top 5, maybe even a top 3 seed, just depending on how things fare out. You know, obviously you got Heron, Sac County, Vienna, all really good teams, but I think Carmi is right there in that 4 to 5 range.
Yeah, they're gonna be in a hunt for the top 5 seed. Let's be honest, they will be a top 5 seed if it's not, you know, a top 3 seed, but at least 5 for this Carmi team because how they played Heron, and Heron's been kind of dominating the EHT for the last 2 years, so you got to expect a top 5 seed.
And you will be able to listen to and watch every game of this year's EHT on WRUL and the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. That's going to do it for us here in Flora. Big thanks to Scott Maring back at the WRUL studio. The lovely Whitney Carter and Haley Week will be with us for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. For Travis Black, I'm Cole Carter. Thanks for listening to Bulldog Basketball on 97.3 WRUL.
Big city services in a small town. That's Butch & Associates CPAs, providing superior client service to folks here at home and across the U.S. Taxes and bookkeeping, accounting and audit services, plus full-service consulting.
Butch & Associates CPAs, where expertise meets excellence. At Butch & Associates, it's your journey backed by our commitment.
Visit butch.com to learn more and contact us today.
Welcome to Taylor Eye Care on Falcon Avenue in Carmi. Excellence in eye care.
From thorough examinations utilizing advanced equipment and technology to premier optical products, here at Taylor Eye Care, we treat every patient like family, going above and beyond the expected for a truly memorable eye care experience. Simply put, we are excellence in eye care.
If you're looking to brighten and enhance your vision, don't hesitate to contact us today. 382-4683.
Doing business in today's world can be complicated, time-consuming, and expensive. People's National Bank is here to help your business not only survive, but thrive. With modern-day products such as remote deposit capture, ACH payments, merchant card services, and commercial line of credit sweeps, we can get you paid faster, protect your risk, and make your money work hard for you. Hi, this is Melinda with People's National Bank. Give me a call today and get started. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Hamilton Memorial Hospital family clinics are growing to meet the needs of our communities. We're proud to continue to expand by offering acute, urgent care services by welcoming Dr. Brian Sloan to our McLeansboro Family Clinic location. With over 20 years of emergency medicine experience, Dr. Sloan provides acute, urgent care visits for those times when you can't wait to feel better. From colds and sore throats to care after sports-related injuries and more. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics. Here for you now, like we've always been. To schedule an appointment, call 618-643-2988.
Family owned and operated for more than 70 years. Rush Appliance and Furniture stands the test of time. We have a large selection of in-stock furniture and appliances for every room in your home, grills and smokers, and an unmatched dedication to superior service. This is Sean Rush inviting you to visit me in Fairfield or my dad Terry in Carmi, where we can help you furnish every room in your house with superb service after the sale.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or want to enjoy a stroll around your neighborhood, orthopedic health is critical to your quality of life. The Orthopedic and Sports Medicine team at Wabash General Hospital treats injuries and disorders of the bones, joints, ligaments, tendons, muscles, and spine so you can return to moving through life with greater comfort and ease. To schedule an appointment, call 618-263-6400. Wabash General Hospital, people you know helping people you love.
Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. From cabinets and flooring, doors and paint, lumber and hardware, to shingles and siding. Knowledgeable and friendly staff that have your back on all those home projects and even deliver to your door. So before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber for the woods, the goods, and the know-how. Visit Carmi Lumber, North 3rd Street in Carmi and carmilumber.net.
Hello, Bulldog fans. This is Kyle Hosick with Country Financial. It's been great coming back to my hometown of Carmi, supporting our Bulldogs as well as my current and future clients. Whether you're looking for auto or home insurance, insurance for your business, life insurance, or a retirement plan, I can help. I take pride in quality customer service and promise to listen to what's important to you while ensuring you have the right coverages. Stop by my office to see what sets us apart. Country Financial Representative Kyle Hosick, 603 West Main in Carmi.
Welcome to Pro Rehab Carmi, where our passion is getting you back to life faster. It is our privilege to walk with you every step of the way using evidence-based treatments specifically created just for you. Whether it's sports, general orthopedics, or pelvic floor rehab, you are in the right hands. Your results are worth fighting for, and our team fights for you.
Call 384-7872 or visit Pro Rehab on Main in Carmi and get back to life faster. Shop, click, drive. It's that simple with RiceMotors.com. Picks and pricing updated several times a day. Even vehicles in transit. You get the first look when you shop RiceMotors.com. Got an idea of what you're looking for? Want to schedule a service appointment? You can do it all. Rice Motors has served the region for 90 years. And with RiceMotors.com, it's never been easier for you to shop. Click, drive. RiceMotors.com. Visit now.
Welcome to Southern Illinois Trading and Supply, where small town service meets the selection of a big city. We proudly offer top-notch American-made mowers, quality you can rely on. Envy neighborhood vehicles, perfect for family fun or cruising around your neighborhood. We are also your destination for Traeger grills, Diamond Pet Food, MFA Farm Feed, everything you need in one place. Southern Illinois Trading and Supply, not the same old store you're used to. We're different and we're proud of it. Southern Illinois Trading and Supply, where small town value meets big city selection.
2023 is almost over. That means it's time for Expressway Ford's year-end sales event. Like brand new 2023 F-150 starting at $36,990 plus 2.9% APR for 72 months with special year-end pricing on all new F-150 crew cabs. Price is so low we are not allowed to say. Go to expresswayfordonline.com to see them. Now is the time to get the best deal on a new Ford from Expressway Ford in Mount Vernon. Expressway Ford, more Fords for less.
Life can be complicated, but managing your money should be simple. Whether you need to check your balances, deposit a check, pay bills, pay a friend, or transfer money to retirement savings, First Mid Online and Mobile Banking keep your finances simple every step along the way. With First Mid Bank and Trust, you can manage your money anytime right from your smartphone. You can even sign up for real-time alerts to stay on top of your account activity. Learn more about these conveniences at firstmid.com. First Mid Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
What a hit! Now that's a playmaker.
With Huck's Bucks Big Rewards, you can be a playmaker too. Hi folks, I'm Chris Myers.
And I'm Cole Carter. Download the Huck's Bucks Big Rewards app now and save with great coupons on gas, snacks, and more.
And make sure to fuel up at the Bulldog Spirit Pump at Huck's. A portion of your fill-up goes to support Carmi-White County Unit 5 schools.
And that makes you a playmaker in the community. Huck's Market, headquartered in Carmi.
The alarm sounds, coffee brews, and the porch light guides your steps toward another busy day. Just like you, Invenergy Solar is up with the sun. Invenergy's Boomtown Solar project will create up to 400 construction jobs and create enough electricity to power 40,000 American homes. Invenergy expects to invest $60 million over the project's lifetime, helping illuminate the future of all in White County. Private investment developed on private property with public benefits. Invenergy.
Well, folks, that ain't country, but this is Skylar Harrelson from Jansen Auto in Carmi. It's been my pleasure to help my friends and neighbors get into the cars or trucks of their dreams for the last couple of years. Here at Jansen Auto, we're bringing you great vehicles at better than expected prices. There's really no reason to shop anywhere else. If we don't have it, we'll get it. All new vehicles are priced at huge discounts. Your hometown dealer, Jansen Auto Group in Carmi. Stop by and see why.
The Carmi Kiwanis Club is working hard to make a difference in the community, and it all starts with serving the children of the world. From fundraising efforts with proceeds going directly back into the community to working hand in hand with the Key Club, schools, Arrows program, and much more. At the Carmi Kiwanis Club, we build, and we love to welcome you. We meet every Thursday at noon in the White County Farm Bureau basement. Come visit us for lunch, a great program, and learn more about how Carmi Kiwanis helps move our region forward.
Hey Bulldog fans, it's Lute Saylor with First Bank. First Bank is a proud supporter of Bulldog athletics and the community at large. For over 125 years, First Bank has been there for you then, now, and are well positioned to continue serving you well into the future as we invest in our community. To show another way we are caring for Carmi, First Bank will donate $3 back to the Carmi school system for every Bulldog three-pointer this season. Together, we look forward to making great things happen for you, your business, and our community.
Housing lender, member FDIC.